Hello guys, how you doing? This is BMW, a BMW X2, and it looks like there's a complaint about when you're driving the car try to correct itself. So yeah, it's like you keeping your steering wheel straight, and when the car is driving, you could feel the steering wheel it's shaking from your hand, try to correct itself. At this point, if you check a vehicle, you want a short test, this is a EPS. You got an EPS steering rack, which is an electronic power steering rack. So there's no fault, and the defective part is you got a bad EPS, or you got a bad electronic power steering rack, a steering rack. At this point, we have to replace the steering rack. So to replace the steering rack, you're gonna have to remove your tires. Both front tires gotta come out, as you can see. And after that, you have the bottom motor mount that attached to the engine. So you're gonna have to remove two T-tucks from the two inner tucks from the engine side, and try to support the engine from the transmission side. This is the transmission side and this is the engine side. Because you have a motor mount from the top, you don't need to worry about this part of the passenger side, but you will support the transmission side. And after that, you're gonna have to drop the subframe, because to drop the subframe, you could take this control arm down right here, disconnect the control arm from here. It's bolted from there. Right here, you gotta get this panel loose, screws around here on both sides, and this side too. Gotta come out. So when you remove it, you have to disconnect your bottom or your lower control arm, disconnect it from both sides. And after that, the chassis frame, he pretty much the subframe going inside this bar right here on both sides. That's the hole you're going through. What you're gonna have to do on both sides, once you remove this bottom control arm, because you're gonna have to drop the subframe, you don't need to take the subframe all the way out. So once you remove the subframe, there's a bolt up here, you have to remove it. There's a couple also over here, you have to remove the bolt on both sides. It's pretty much the same one over here also. You're gonna have to remove them. And once you remove them, now the frame, and also don't forget to remove the muff, that's a exhaust line. That's a rubber support. You got two, one of each side. You could just put some lube in it and then try to pop it off. You should be able to do that. And over here, that's your steering column. That's where the steering column attached to. That's the lower joint. So that's, you have to go inside the car. Inside the car, you have to go at the firewall on the driver's side. You're gonna find a T40, inner tucks. So you have to remove the tucks right here. There's little cover behind the gas pedal. So you have to remove this cover. It's a black string piece. You have to remove it so that you can get to the lower joint of this steering column, and then you unscrew it. You should be able to take it out. So once you take it out, before you even go to the suspension, the first thing you have to do is take your steering lower steering column out. So right now you'll be able to drop it. When you drop it, you got this cover on top of it. You got this cover on top of it. You get the screws, 1, 2, 3, and 4 screws. You have to remove the screws. Once you remove the screws, you get access to the bolt right here. This gotta come out right here. And there's another one on the other side right here. Up there's another one. There's another bolt right here. That's like a Wabi, so I think it's like a E12. It's at a E-Tox. Right here also, it's an E-Tox. So you gotta grab it, and then once you take all this bolt out, you will be able to push right here, push the steering rack this side right here, and then you pull it toward you from this side. So now that's a new one in. That's the old one I just removed. So you know, after you replace it, you put everything back together. Remember, this is like a module for BMW. The EPS control unit is like a electronic power steering module. So you have to program it. After you program the vehicle, you will be able, you have to do alignment in it, because you remove the outer tie rod, just the outer tie rod. You remove the outer tie rod. After that, everything else like a stay. That's your outer tie rod. That's the left side, and that's it, the other side. So you just remember, you could mark your thread, so the way you remove the other one, and when you put the new one, so that you just count your thread, put it back the same way. And after that, like I know, you still have to do alignment, program the vehicle, program the EPS control unit, and also you have to do alignment to the vehicle. So right now, I put the new one in. I already chopped the new steering rack, so I'm gonna go up with like the subframe to bolt it back together. So after that, I will have to program the vehicle. So guys, when you try to bolt it back like the subframe, make sure you tilt it down so that this side could go in first, and you could support it with like a jack stand. Use a jack stand to bring this part up. I now have to bolt my subframe down. That's a big E-Tox right here, and I have just two little one on both sides, and also this one with this bracket. Put everything back together. And this is like the lower motor mount. We just unbolt it from here, put it back together now, torque it properly. So now we're gonna install like a muffler support over here, attach it over here on this thing. Torque like a lower control arm boys right over here. Remember, be careful with your wide depth sensor. Make sure the bracket is like sitting properly, the way it should looking like. We got two rubber, one of each side right here. Put this one back. If you want, you could use like a rubber mallet also to tap it in. So guys, everything's like bolted in. The subframe is back together. So just remember guys, your connector to plug all your connector back. There's two connector up here, over here. Go see them. That's for the EPS power steering. So just like remember to plug them back. Right now we're gonna drop the car down so that I could get inside the car for the steering wheel. Gonna put like the outer tie rod in right now. So this is the old tie rod. I have to count my thread. I mark them before I remove the outside tie rod from inner to the outer. This is about like 11 thread on this side. This is like the driver side, and about also 11 on this side, which is like a passenger side. So now I have to go back here and count like my thread from here going to 11 thread down. Mark it down, gonna thread it down. This is the 21. Just you can support the boyfriend. Put it down. Now do the same for this side. So now I'm gonna come over here from the inside. So remember, when you're removing your steering column, you gotta make sure you keep your steering wheel straight because you don't want it to move. So now, this is a trim cover. You have to remove behind the dashboard. And also this guy will come out, this little piece trim. And this is your steering column over here. That's why you have to attach it to the your steering rack. Right here. Got it there. And you gotta fit the bolts in it. And once you get there, bolt it like that. You put this one back like that. You bolt it down, and you put the string back together. You got a T20 on this side right here. You gotta remove. So after that, you have to program the vehicle. After you program the vehicle, you go to the to do your alignment. It should be good. Remember to program the vehicle before you do alignment, because right now the car won't be able to steer because you need to do alignment. To program it before you do alignment.